A very warm welcome to all. Today, I, Riya Khanna, a legal intern under LEXIS and Company, am here to give my presentation on the topic registration of trade union in India. So, let us start with the topic. The Trade Union Act was passed in 1926 but was enforced from 1st June 1927. The Act provides for the registration of trade union with a view to render lawful association of workers, and the Act also defined law relating to registration trade relating to registered trade unions and provided certain privileges and protection to registered trade unions. The object of the Act is number one, to relieve The object of the Act is number one, to relieve the trade union from some civil and criminal liabilities, provide for the system of voluntary registration of trade union for adopting of adequate rules, keeping an audit of proper accounts and filling annual returns, and number four, registered trade unions were given power and advantage which was not given to the unregistered trade unions. The Trade Union Act, Section 2, Clause H, defines trade union as any combination, whether temporary or permanent, and the combination should have been formed for the purpose of A, regulating relations between workmen and employees, between workmen, and between employees and employers, or for B, imposing restrictive conditions on the conduct of any trade or business, including any federation of two or more trade unions. Further, Section 3 states for the appointment of the registrar, which says the appointment is done by the appropriate government for each state, and the person is appointed as deputy or additional registrar. Specific and defined local limits of registrar are given to exercise and discharge the powers and functions by the appropriate government. Section 4 states for the mode of registration. First, it requires 7 member or 10% of members or 100 members of the trade union to make application. All members must subscribe their names to the rules of the trade union and comply the provisions of Act relating to the registration. Then, if more than half of the members who apply for the registration cease to be a member of the trade union or disassociate themselves from application, then they have to give notice in written to the registrar before granting registration, as it becomes an invalid application. Only half or less than half of the members can become a member of the can cease to become a member of the trade union or disassociate themselves from an application for the registration becomes valid. Further, Section 5 states for the mode of application, every application for the registration must be made to the registrar, which must be accompanied by a copy of the rules of the trade union and other particulars, namely name, occupation, uh, address of the trade union members, name of the trade union and the address of its head office, title, name, age, address, and occupation of the office bearers of the trade union. Second, general statement of assets and liabilities in the prescribed form, and such contain particulars sent with application to register. Existence of the trade union for more than 1 year before applying for the registration is necessary. Section 6 states for the provisions which are to be contained in the rules of the trade union. So, a trade union shall not be entitled to registration under this act unless the executive thereof is constituted in accordance with the provisions of this act, and the rules provide following matters, namely name of the trade union, object of establishment of the trade union, and purposes for which the general funds of the trade union shall be applicable. Then, maintenance of list of members, the facilities provided for the inspection of list of members by office bearer and members, then admission of ordinary members, the admission of honorary members as office bearers, and the conditions under which members are entitled to benefit the assured by the rules. Fines or forfeitures can also be imposed or varied. Then rules which can be amended, varied, or rescinded. The members of executive and other office bearers of union may be appointed and removed. The safe custody of funds, annual audit of accounts, and the manner in which the union may be dissolved. So that is all for this particular video. We shall be continuing with this topic in the next video. Thank you so much.